Hi everyone, GrayPower 60 here. So I've had these novelty invitations for quite a while, and I was trying to figure out what I could do with them. And there's the envelope. What can I use them for? What can I do? Because basically you open it up, shush, it's a surprise and it's a party. Well, I tried selling them and they didn't sell. So now I've decided to do something totally different. It's got a nice little envelope with it. And I want to show you what I did. So here is the envelope. I've just added a little card. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Added some jute string and a little star on there. And instead of having everything centered, I kind of off-centered things a little bit. And then did a little bit of distress ink on the outside. And then when you open it, here is the invitation card. And when you open it, shh, it's a surprise. And I've covered the dates and so on with this card. Now you can, I left it so that you can put something in there, but I didn't want to hide this. Flip it over, and there is your gift card. And I've put it on the back. So I thought this would be a nice way to try and use up some of these cards as gift card envelopes. And they're not too bulky. You can still mail them. Put that in there. They're quite flat. You can still, even with this star, you can still put them in an envelope and mail them, or just give them as a gift and put them in the tree. And I thought I'd show you how I made that today. So the first thing I did the envelope last. So here's the plain one. So we'll put the envelope aside. Now, in order to cover up the dates and the RSVP and so on and so forth, I decided to use this plaid, and it measures, I believe it's 1 7/8 by 4, and it fits perfectly right there. So I just use some tear and tape, but you can use glue if you like. Glue is probably better. Maybe I'll just do that today. All right. So we're going to just do the 3 sides so that you can put something inside. And I am going to just get it centered there. And use my bone folder to get the glue to adhere. And don't worry if a little bit comes off. We can wipe that wherever I put my cloth. Here it is. And we'll just wipe the edges. And the second piece, I am going to do the same thing. And I'm going to put it on the back. So that it could hold a gift card. And we'll put that right around the bottom. I just brought it up a little bit again, just get the glue to adhere to it. You know, if you have any of these gift cards, like I got this for like 50 cents at Party City, where they were getting rid of some of their cards. So I'm going to let that dry. And that is just going to sit in its little pocket here. And it still says shush. So we can leave that like that. Now I'm going to decorate the envelope. And I've come up with some, you can do whatever you please. This is a 4x4, and I just wanted to offset it. I don't want it to be straight, and I want something a little bit different. So I'm just going to use some of my tape here, and I'm running out again. You could use glue, you know, if you wanted to. I just didn't want to go to a lot of expense because, you know, these will get thrown out. And I'm just putting it on an angle because I like the look of the angle. And here is the other one, just to show you what I did. I've already pre-stamped "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." I'm not very good at making these tag things, but anyway, that's what I did. And then I found another card, and that's exactly the same card. I could leave it the same, or I could flip it over and use the opposite side and put that straight, just slightly off so that we have room over here. So again, I'm just going to use my runner. It's almost out. Please, I need you just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. And I just think these are really a nice idea for gift cards instead of the usual, you know, boring gift cards. You could use something nice. Just make it a little pretty. Just decorate it a little bit with your scraps. Now I'm just going to use my dimensional tape here. Scissors. I hope you can see what I've been doing. I haven't been watching the video to see if it's okay, and I'm hoping the sound is good with my new little microphone. What is great about buying this new little microphone is that I can now videotape things and record over it so that it doesn't sound muffled. When I tried to use it on my laptop, using the microphone from the laptop, oh, it was horrible, horrible. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to ensure that it doesn't fall off. We're also going to put that on an angle. See, and I left room here so that you can write the person's name. I have some other cards here that are very dark. I mean, I think you could still write their name on these, but, you know, it's more difficult. However, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. So that's that. The next thing I did, if I can find it, is some string. I just had some of this string and tried to tie it in a messy bow, which I did. And now I'm going to just take a little bit of hot glue. Come on, hot glue. Oh. The only thing with this holster is that if you leave it too deep, if you leave it too much inside the holster, it tends to melt all of the glue stick instead of just at the end. So you kind of have to leave it sitting out a little bit. So I'm going to stick that right there. I'm going to cut these off. They don't need to be. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know, you can, you know, thread them out so that they're, what do you call this? What do you call this? Kind of fray it. There we go, fray it. Alrighty, and we'll use another one of these stars. You could use anything. You could use buttons. You can use any embellishments that you have. I just happen to have these ones handy. Add a little hot glue to the back of that to attach it. Just add a little extra on the edges. I hope you can see that. There we go. Just to have it sit really nicely on there. And there we have the envelope decorated. And I used a little bit of distressed ink just to go around the edges. Nothing too fancy, nothing. There we go, sorry. I'm just going around the edge a little bit just to add a little masculine messiness. Oh my goodness. Almost gives it the kind of photo kind of look, but I really like it. I really like it. So now that I've got the envelope done, what I've done on here, just to show you, whoops, not that one. There we go. Is I've just added a card just to force the paper to get used to having the card there. You can also put a card here. Unfortunately, it hides the, it's a surprise, so you could also put other things in there. And I just take the card and just kind of wiggle it a little bit to get the paper used to having something else in there. I could also use my bone folder, I suppose, just to kind of get it so that it's easier to go in and out. But you want it to sit in there nice and snug. You don't want it to fall out. So, shush, it's a surprise. You turn it over and it's there, or you can, you know, put it in the front. We'll put it back in this cute little sleeve. We'll add it to our envelope. And there we have some really nice gift cards with the envelopes all decorated. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to use up so many things that I have purchased, and I want to use them for Christmas. And I just love this idea. Oops, you can't see them. I'm sorry. Move things out of the way. So here are my 2 envelopes, and I think that they are just gorgeous. They are just gorgeous. And if you want to, you can add, you know, you can throw your card in there when you sell it, or put it in a bag, which I am in the process of fixing. I've got these bags that are this size that we can shove them in. I also have those other bags, and I haven't opened these yet. Let's open these up and see what kind of little bags these are. And these again can be decorated. So these here are the little stickers. These are smaller bags. So I only got 3 in there. This would have been a nice, there we go. You put your branding on there. That is a nice envelope, or you could make your own envelopes to, you know, when they purchase the card, you can make your own envelope. But there's lots of ideas. I have so many I want to try. But right now what I'm going to do is finish off. There were 8 in this set. 8 novelty invitations. I think they were $1. 8 cards and 8 envelopes. So I've done 2. I've got 6 more to go. I want to get these done, and I want to package them up. And I think I'll be using my clear bags with a nice topper to finish that off. Maybe once I'm done all of these, I'll show you how I package these all up as great gift ideas. And of course I leave one on display for those who wish to have a look at it. I will put it probably something like this on display so that they can see, you know, what's inside of the rest of them. But I'll definitely put these in clear bags because I have lots of clear bags for that. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Just another idea of what you can do. You know, I mean, I couldn't resist these, and I didn't know how I was ever going to use them. With Shush, it's a surprise party, and they look masculine. I don't know why I'm on a masculine kick. Maybe it's because I have boys for grandsons and not girls. And I always felt that men get kind of shortchanged when it comes to some really nice packaging. You know, it's always so feminine, and I just wanted something a little more rugged, a little more, and also a little classy as well. Something that they deserve to have a beautiful gift, and they deserve to have it looking more masculine rather than feminine. But that's just me. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for my new subscribers and for my regular girls that come back and guys that come back week after week. I want to thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. I'm getting close to 2,000, but not yet. Not yet. I'm hoping to have a really nice giveaway when I reach 2,000. I have some acetate that people have been asking about. Oh, do I have it handy? No, I don't. Here it is. People have been asking where I get this acetate, these printed ones, and I get them at my craft store, and I think I'm going to go and stock up on quite a few. There's all kinds of different vintage ones and so on. Maybe I'll have a little de-stash or a giveaway as well. Anyway, lots of things, lots of plans. Thanks for joining me. I hope you liked this little DIY. I think it is a really nice idea to use up our stash. It's been sitting in my closet for almost, I think, 2 years, 1.5 years anyway. And I still have more cards. And maybe I'll try something with those as well. First, I'll finish these off, and then maybe we'll bring in the other ones. One looks like a teacup, a teapot with a tea bag. All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.